This man is a fan of the defending Stanley Cup champion Los Angeles Kings, as well as the now Super Bowl defending champion New England Patriots. There are many yachts that this man is water skiing behind as a sports fan, as well as rebooting The Odd Couple on CBS every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time as Oscar Madison. Matthew Perry, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, pal.
Oscar Madison is back on
fun
television.
To play. So fun to play. I don't have to get in hair and makeup. I can have a beard.
That's
I
you.
can be very lazy.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
You could actually just stroll out there.
I do.
And be the sports fan that is just unkempt and slovenly as they come.
Yeah.
And be on CBS while doing it. It looks like you're having a blast.
I am having a blast, and we're very fortunate to be on CBS. The show's doing really well, so it's, you know, if it wasn't, it would be less fun to talk about.
Right.
But so far, so good. And it's a really good group of people. We've got an ensemble. It's much more of an ensemble show than the original show, which I know you loved.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up. I grew up watching Tony Randall as Felix, Thomas Lennon doing it now.
Yeah.
And you as Oscar with Jack Klugman. I mean, and did you watch tapes of this, or you were just as big a fan from back at being a kid yourself with
I
this,
was a giant fan of the movie. That's what I was.
Walter Matthau
I was
version.
the Walter Matthau, Jack Lemmon.
Yeah.
I'd watched that movie 50 times.
Yeah.
And the pilot of the episode, which I co-wrote, was sort of the movie. And then when we realized this was happening, I watched all the episodes of the TV show. And Gary Marshall, who created that show, is an executive consultant for us.
Oh, my gosh.
And his endorsement is amazing. And he's also there all the time.
Right.
Pitching jokes and hugging people. You have to hug him every time you see him.
Why not? I would do that,
Yeah.
too.
I've counted the amount of times I've hugged him, and it's come out to about 8 days.
Aggregate, put
Yeah,
it together.
just touching him and
just
hugging him.
over 2. It's like almost a fortnight.
It's almost a fortnight.
Almost a Wimbledon fortnight in that
Yeah,
regard.
nice.
I'm here with Matthew Perry on the Rich Eisen Show. Before we talk more about the Odd Couple, let's hit on the LA Kings. Let's talk pucks. We don't talk pucks too much here.
No, okay.
Are you genuinely concerned? Your team is currently tied for the 8th and final playoff spot in the Western Conference, Matt Perry.
I think, well, the last time they were 8th place, they did pretty well.
Yes.
2012, they went all the way and was up in every series 3-0. I don't know of another team that ever did that. So I think we're gonna do okay.
Yeah, because if you put together the amount of playoff games that they've played in the last 3 years, it's almost a damn near a playing season.
Yeah, they've been fantastic in the playoffs, and I'm lucky enough to be friends with some of those guys, and they're all great guys, and it's really nice to see their success. And I have you should get one of these. I have a light. I have a red light, like a scorer's red light.
A biscuit in the basket type red light situation.
In my house that goes off whenever the Kings score a goal.
Is that right?
Yes.
I would do that just whenever my son listens to me.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? Like the light goes off.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't
would
know
do
if
that whenever I got an okay for a second date.
the red light goes
Yeah,
off?
the red light goes off.
Where do you have it? Do you have it?
It's in my little room where I have the sports ticker and all that stuff.
No kidding.
And Oscar Madison has a sports ticker in his house because I have one in mine.
And the red light too. Now, is it connected to the one anywhere in the National Hockey League, or just
onto the internet? And whenever they score, and the weird thing is, it's a little bit of ahead of the feed, so I know when they're going to score.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's next level
That's
fandom.
next level.
It's
right
pretty
there.
great.
Yeah.
You should get one.
Can you get that for the Patriots? Can you do that for the Patriots?
You can do it for any team.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What would it be, though? Because there's no red light in
in
the
hockey, you really hear the siren and the whole thing goes off.
Right.
And when they scored the winning goal against the Rangers to win the Stanley Cup, I knew it about 5 seconds before the TV audience did.
See, now everybody across the country who's listening or watching this show right now thinks that the LA hockey fan is just not a real thing.
Oh, well, I can prove them wrong.
No, but I know you can. But again, you are part of the Los Angeles entertainment community.
Yes.
But you're also a Canadian, so maybe people would think that that is something that you get just from being a Canadian. But I have been to hockey games here in LA, and they're just as knowledgeable, and they're nuts.
Yeah.
Here in Los Angeles.
Well, the weird thing about me is I had season seats in '93 and I had season seats in 2012.
Okay.
And never in between. And those are both the years that they went to the Stanley Cup Finals. So I think it has a lot to do with me.
So the Gretzky years?
The Gretzky year that they went to the Finals.
The Barry Melrose years?
Yeah.
How about that?
All the hair and craziness. Yeah.
So I'm here with Matthew Perry, The Odd Couple. Watch it on CBS Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS. Were you concerned about your Patriots at all at any point?
I was very concerned up until that crazy throw. Like why I thought we lost.
Right.
But why he threw the ball to where everyone was.
Everyone was.
And that was the end. And
I know.
We won.
I know, but it was something that people are still complaining about. Marshawn Lynch saying that they threw it because they didn't want him to be the star.
I don't
nation.
understand. I don't care what it was. It just made me very happy. And we've lost Super Bowls on flukes too.
Yes.
So it was nice to win on one.
Everybody in the stadium thought that this was another David Tyree hand up against the helmet
well, the
situation.
catch before it,
Right.
that crazy catch before it,
Yeah.
made me think, oh my God, this is happening all over again.
Right, and I've never seen a situation where an entire stadium thinks the result is going to be one thing, and then in
Oh,
2
for
seconds
sure.
later,
I
it's completely
just
different.
can't believe they chose to pass.
Yeah, but you don't care.
I don't care because we won.
So why are you a Patriots fan again?
I was
Matthew?
born in Massachusetts,
Okay.
Williamstown, Massachusetts. My
Okay.
father and grandfather were big Patriots fans
Okay.
and Red Sox fans.
Okay, and so you're a Red Sox fan
I'm
too?
a Red
or-
Sox fan too. Yeah.
Okay, and out here, so you're not a Bruins fan? Or you just
I
adopted
like the
Kings?
Bruins. I like the Bruins because of my dad, but I'm all Kings. If I had to pick a sports franchise that was my favorite, it would be by far the Kings.
Period. End
Yeah.
of story. We have Anze Kopitar coming here on Friday.
Great, he's terrific. That's my buddy.
What would you want me to ask him? Is there something that I should ask Anze Kopitar?
Who's his favorite Friends star? Just ask him that.
Well, I mean, there's Stone Street goes to these games a lot. There's a lot of
Yeah.
there's
He
a
has
lot of,
my old seats.
Does he really?
Yeah, I had season seats and he bought them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So did you leave him a note or anything like that?
No, I
or-
just waved to him from the better seats that I have now.
Oh,
Do you
man.
get a cut when you pass along your seats
That's
to
a
Stone
good
Street?
question.
Like,
do you get a cut of that? Do you get a?
No, I just gave him up and he took them.
He took him.
But I like being farther up. I don't like being down.
You're not a pound the glass.
No.
type of
I
guy?
like being farther up. You see the whole game and see the plays develop and all
Yeah.
that. I like that.
I'm here with Matthew Perry, one of the stars of the new CBS series, The Odd Couple, here on the Rich Eisen Show. Let's take a break here on the program and come back in 60 seconds' time. I want to talk more about this show. The reboot of The Odd Couple. Matt Perry is here in studio, back on the Rich Eisen Show in just 60 ticks of the clock.
No one told you life was gonna be this way.
Welcome back to the Rich Eisen Show. Del Tufo, why are you playing the song of Friends?
I listened
man's
to
on
the
Odd Couple.
producers.
Law, is this your choice of song coming in?
We had it locked and loaded, but he went Friends on
Who's
us
he?
first.
Who's he? The
Matthew
man who's
Perry,
sitting
yeah.
right here, Matt Perry?
Yeah,
I mean, he is
our
in the
lovely guest.
He is here in studio.
You know,
Yeah.
we both got to turn the page, man.
Fair enough.
We should play the Odd Couple
It's on
music.
Nickelodeon every night, and my wife still watches it.
Oh, yeah,
so-
because it's on Netflix now, so I'm getting recognized by people that were not alive when we shot the show.
I sometimes get, hey man, I watched you and Stuart Scott on SportsCenter.
Yeah.
And like I grew up watching. I'm like, how old are you? And they're like, I'm 30 or 28. And I
Yeah.
do the math in my head.
Well, these
it's
12-year-olds
freaking me out.
come up to me and they just can't, they don't understand how old I look.
Well, you know what? I mean, we are all
Aging?
advancing. Yes,
Yes.
I'd like to use the word advancing.
Okay, advancing, sure.
We're all advancing.
Sure.
Matthew Perry is here, The Odd Couple on CBS at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday nights on CBS. Did you ever meet Klugman or Randall? You ever come
I
across
did
them?
not. Well, actually, I saw them do it. I saw them do the play. Klugman and Randall, I saw them do the Odd Couple play.
On Broadway.
But I didn't meet them.
I once saw the female version of The Odd Couple.
With Sally Struthers and,
and
Rita Moreno. That's right.
Here
yeah.
in Los Angeles.
Sure.
I actually am admitting this with a live
Yeah.
microphone.
How was it?
It really wasn't very good.
No.
No, not so much. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's how much I love The Odd Couple. I will pretty much see any version of it.
It's a perfect version of a TV show. It's just two mismatched people who drive each other crazy and need
Right.
each other and will help each other until they kill each other. Kind
right.
Of thing.
And just like the previous incarnation of it, you have a bunch of cameos. Dwight Howard of the Houston Rockets is
Yeah.
on this week.
Giant man.
A giant man.
Giant man. And not a bad actor. Whenever these athletes come on the show, including when you come on the show, and they're so good, it makes me think that what I do is just a joke.
Oh. Well, I mean, come on, though. I mean,
I couldn't do what you're doing, but you
sure
can do what I do.
No, you could do this, right?
I don't think I could.
You really don't think
I
you
could sit up higher,
I know. They sit me up a little higher.
much lower than Reggie. And by the way, thanks for having me on after an Oscar winner.
Yeah?
Yeah, that really
well,
makes
I mean,
me
we
feel great.
separated by an hour.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you play the Friends theme for him?
No, we played the Oz theme for him,
Oh, okay.
which wasn't very good.
Ouch, ouch.
No, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Matthew Perry's here. I met, actually, Tony Randall once.
Oh, yeah?
I was running in New York City, and I was coming out of the park, and there he was he was truly Felix Unger in his sport coat in 80-degree weather, in a button-down shirt and tie, double-breasted, closed up, walking down the street, pushing his 2 babies.
Wow, yeah.
At age
80 or
80,
something.
right?
Yeah.
And I knew I was sweaty, and I thought to myself, this is Felix Unger. He would not want me to come up to him all like a sweaty mess, but I'm going to do it anyway.
You did.
And I did. And I said to him, Mr. Randall, you're an idol of mine. You played, The Odd Couple is just so formative for me, and I just wanted to say thank you. And he says, you're welcome. And he then turns around over his shoulder and says, but I would think you would thank me on my children. And kept walking.
Wow.
And I thought to myself, wow.
Yeah.
But it's like something that was
Felix
from the
would say.
show.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he would correct me on how to
Sure. Thomas
say hello.
Lennon is very much like that. He's a very Felix type guy.
Right.
And came in and just got the part instantly.
Right.
He got the part in a day. And we're very lucky because the show sort of hinges on the chemistry between the two of us, and
sure.
we just have great chemistry.
And Wendell Pierce is
Wendell
on
Pierce,
it as well.
Lindsay Sloan, Yvette Nicole Brown. It's much more of an ensemble show than the one that you watched
Right.
back in the day.
Back in the
This
day.
is an ensemble show with 2 guys at the center.
What was your favorite Odd Couple from Randall Klugman era?
The Password.
That is the best.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Where they're playing
Where they're
the
playing Password, yeah.
with the real Alan Ludden.
Yeah, and they practice it first in that great scene, and then they go do the real show. That was my favorite. I think we might rip that off and do that.
You should.
Yeah.
Because I think, you know what, you could bring it into some form of a modern day game show or something like that.
Yeah, I think we have the library available to us. We've done all new episodes and haven't done any of the old ones, but maybe doing some version of the Password would be a good idea.
That was just genius. The Password being Lincoln.
Yeah.
And then he says mayonnaise. It's a well-known fact that Lincoln loved mayonnaise.
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
the look that Jack
Hilarious.
Klugman gives Tony Randall.
Well, you know your stuff.
Oh, I do, man. And I really do. And I'm so excited to see you doing this.
Oh, thanks, man.
Matt. I mean, this is really great. And good luck to your Kings. I hope to make the playoffs.
Thank you.
And, come back anytime.
I love it. I love it here. This is great.
Come back anytime. Good to see you.
Just don't play the theme song for Friends anymore, and then I'm fine.
Kill that.
Yeah. Odd Couple, maybe? A little Odd Couple?
Little Odd
Can we hear
Couple? We got Odd Couple.
There it is. Can 2 divorced men share an apartment without driving each other crazy? The Odd Couple on CBS, America's Most Watched Network, Thursday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time with Matthew Perry and Thomas Lennon, and should be you.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.